Day 692 being Christopher Cruz. Wow. God is incredible. God is just like moving in my life so powerfully. So I just recorded that last video. And I remember Delano, what he was saying is, I remember him saying that, you know, all of his clothes got burnt up, everything. And I brought a 8 Billion Lions shirt with me today to wear. I washed it and I sprayed a little cologne on it, and I was going to wear that during service, but I decided not change, just keep the shirt on that I have. And when I walked over there to do that last video, when I turned it off, I was like, hey man, I know you said you needed some clothes. Do you mind if I give you a shirt? And he's like, sure. And I took it out and I showed him, and I was like, this means a lot to me. Like, this is my brand. Like, it's the lion and the fist, you know, and the lion represents greatness, and the lion and the fist represents fighting for greatness, revolution. And I said it's interesting because Jesus is considered the lion and the lamb. You know, he was the lamb that had to be sacrificed, and the resurrected version of him is the lion. And so this represents us being that resurrected version of us. Dang, come on. Yeah. We sacrifice our lamb on the cross, and we're reborn into the lion, and that's who Jesus was. And so I was like, I got 3 of these shirts. I love these shirts, and I want to give it to you. And he was really grateful, and that was amazing. And so I go inside to wash my hands, and you know what's interesting? I'll just be real. I'm really weird about germs. I don't like touching things at all. Like, half the time we're doing setup, I'm wearing gloves because I just don't like touching stuff. And, you know, when God told me to pray for him, it was like I was putting my hands on him and on his hoodie, and, you know, it was super dirty and probably has who knows what on it. I don't know. It's just super, super dirty. And it's interesting, in that moment, I didn't care. Like, who cares about the germs or whatever? I was even going to give him a hug, but I didn't have the courage for that one. But I wanted to give him a hug. And yeah, it was just in that moment. It didn't matter what he was wearing, when the last time he showered was. It didn't matter. It was just, this is a child of God. This man matters. This man has a heart. He is human. He deserves to be treated like a human. And he's no different than me. Like, he's just in a different situation, and he's had a different experience in life. And so, but anyway, I wanted to wash my hands, because I was gonna go do that anyway, because I was taking out the trash. And I go back in, and as I'm walking out, one of the other interns is like, oh, I thought you already left. And I was like, well, I was going to leave, but I was going to leave, and then I told him, like, I went out there and then I prayed for this homeless guy, and it's so crazy because I wasn't going to pray for him because I don't pray for people, and that's like not my thing. And they were like, wow, congratulations, good job. And I was like, yep, and he'll be here on Sunday. I'm gonna get him some new clothes. And they were just like so encouraging, and like, wow. And I was just standing there, and I was just blown away. And one of the other interns, he's in the band, but he usually does the kids service. And I don't know what we were talking about, but somehow I started talking about him, and I'm like, man, your gift is joy. And it's like, you know what, when you sing and when you're on that stage, the energy shifts. And I said, you know, the enemy wants you to focus on the tone of your voice, playing the right notes, hitting the right keys, doing all these different things, getting the words right. And like, dude, that's not your gift. Your gift is your energy, is your joy. It's like you shine like the sun, and you can feel it. And I said, you know, you can see the sun. No one's listening to the sun. No one's trying to hear the sun. They look at the sun and they feel the warmth of the sun. And that's how you are on stage. It's your energy, and it's the feeling that you give people because you just shine and you're so joyful. And I'm like, there's these other, you know, people that sing. And he's like, yeah, I just feel like I'm not as good as them. And it's like, dude, it doesn't matter if your voice is as good as theirs, because your energy is even better than theirs. You know, your energy glows, you shine, and that is your gift that God gave you. And when people are out in the audience, the problem is you're acting like everyone in the audience is a musician. The only people that know whether you're on key or you're playing this note right or that note right or whatever are the other musicians on stage. Other than that, no one cares. People are there because they want to have an encounter in God, because they want to feel something. They want to feel some deep joy. They want to feel connection to God, and you do that. Like you, when you're up there and you shine and you're so joyful, they can feel God because of the energy you're putting out. They could see God in you, and that reflects into them. And I'm like, that is your gift. So let go. The enemy wants you to focus on, you know, hitting the right notes or playing the right, you know, chords or whatever it is. And that's not what you have to worry about. All you have to worry about is shining your light, being who God created you to be. And that is your gift. And I was like, this singer, the reason why she's so good is because she sings with so much passion. You could feel her passion. I don't know if her voice is good at all. I can't tell. Most people can't. But I could feel her passion, and that's what makes her good for me. And the thing is, your gift is joy. You have this joy. And that is your gift. And he was like, wow. He was just like, it was hitting him. And I could tell. And it was like I was speaking life into him. And it's crazy because right after, you know, I went and prayed for Delano, you know, at the trash cans, then I come over and then God just gives me this word for him. And I didn't pray for him, but I still was speaking what God was giving me. And I just walked out of that building just in awe of what just happened. And it's so crazy because the people that I talked to today that talked to me about prayer, they were like, he said, when you start praying and you start being obedient to God and you start praying for people, he is going to open up a whole new world that you couldn't even see before, a whole new future that you couldn't see. He's going to unlock this. He's going to bless you with this. And the whole landscape of your future is going to change. And I was just like, wow. And that experience, praying for Delano and then saying that to my friend, was just like crazy. So I get it. God wants me to pray for people. That is the command. I get it. I know I need to finish that book that I've been reading about using your voice. What is it called? It's something heaven. Inviting heaven, I think. And it's about how you use your words to bring heaven to earth. And it's, yeah. Okay, I need to do a different video.